Diksha, AP, Anantapur district. Welcome to online class for 8th class. Miss Prasanna, CRT in Biology, KGBV, Hindupur. Reproduction in animals.
Oviparous animals. The egg-laying animals are called oviparous animals. The word ova means eggs, hence the word oviparous. We know that birds build nests to lay eggs and take care of the chicks. They sit on the eggs to hatch them. The eggs need heat. Generally, it is the mother who sits on the eggs and provides its body heat to the eggs. Among penguins, it is the father who takes care of the eggs. Not all egg-laying animals sit on their eggs to hatch them. Fish, frogs, and toads just lay the eggs in water. These eggs hatch later. A female seahorse lays its eggs in the pouch of the male seahorse. The male seahorse carries the eggs till they are hatched. Viviparous animals. Animals that give birth to young ones are called viviparous animals. In viviparous animals, the young ones develop inside the mother's body. After a period of time, the mother gives birth to live young ones. The period of time a young one takes to develop inside the mother's body differs from animal to animal. A female dog carries her young ones for 9 weeks before they are born. She gives birth to a litter of puppies, from 1 to 12 puppies. On the other hand, a female elephant carries her young inside her body for 18 to 23 months, longer than any other animal. She generally gives birth to one baby. An elephant's baby is called a calf. All viviparous animals feed on their mother's milk. So, these animals are also called mammals, meaning breastfed. A human baby takes about 280 days to develop inside its mother's body. Mother-child relationship. We already know how the birds feed and take care of their chicks. A cow licks its calf to show its affection. Our mother takes care of us. When we have any problem or we are sick, the person we want near us is our mother. There is a very strong bond between the mother and the child.
Life cycle of a frog. Frogs are amphibians. They can live in water or on land. They go through several stages of life before they become adult frog, and during those stages, they live only in water. A frog begins life as a fertilized egg. A female frog releases a lot of eggs from her body at one time into a water. The eggs float on water in a jelly mass or cluster. A frog's eggs has a jelly-like covering, but it has an unpleasant taste. How does this protect the eggs? The jelly-like covering has unpleasant taste to prevent the eggs from being eaten by the predators in water. Each egg hatches into a tadpole. When the tadpole hatches, it looks more like a fish than a frog because it has a tail. gills, which is used to breathe underwater. The tadpole eats plants and algae from water to grow. Between 12 to 16 weeks, lungs will start to develop so it will be able to breathe out of the water when it becomes a frog. From a tadpole, it will grow into a young one, which is called froglet. During this stage, two front legs grow and its long tail becomes shorter and shorter. It uses the nutrients stored in its tail as food. So until its tail is completely gone, it doesn't need anything else to eat. Then just a little stub of its tail is left. It hops right out of the water and onto the dry land for the first time. From a young froglet, it will grow and develop into an adult frog. The frog's tail will eventually disappear completely and will start to eat insects instead of plants from water. That's why adult frog needs to live on land at times to get some more insects as food. Adult frog will stay again in water if it will lay eggs again. The life cycle of a frog repeats again when the female adult frog lays its eggs in water again. To sum it up, the life cycle of a frog has 4 stages. These are egg, tadpole, the young called froglet, and the last stage, the adult frog. Now let us check what you have learned from the life cycle of a frog. How do you classify frogs as vertebrates? A. Reptiles, B. Mammals, C. Fish, D. Amphibians. The correct answer is D. Amphibians. Why do the eggs of frog have unpleasant jelly-like taste? A. To keep them wet. B. To keep them from predators. C. To keep them float on water. The correct answer is B. To keep them from predators. In which stage does the frog have a tail and breathe out through the gills? A. Egg, B. Frog, C. Froglet, D. Tadpole. The correct answer is D. Tadpole. Which is not happening during the froglet stage? A. Front legs are growing. B. The lungs have started to develop. C. Eat insects and algae from water. D. The nutrients from the tail are used as food. The correct answer is C. Eat insects and algae from water. Which shows the correct life cycle of a frog? A. Egg, froglet, tadpole, frog. B. Egg, frog, froglet, tadpole. C. Egg, tadpole, froglet, frog. D. Egg, froglet, frog, tadpole. The correct answer is C. Egg, tadpole, froglet, frog. Congratulations! You're doing great!
Thanks for watching online class.